Hi class. I'm just going to do a quick overview of the online immersion presentation, and what this is we're going to go through, you're going to explore an online environment for basically 1 to 2 hours. It doesn't have to be consecutive, which means you can come back to it. You can do it in small spurts, but I want you to spend about an hour to 2 hours in this particular environment. And then you're going to record a video presentation, something like this. And so what I want you to do, here's the overview, is choose an online environment and something that is of interest to you and piques your curiosity, something that you may not have explored before. And please choose from the list below. And you'll notice I did say no Facebook or Twitter. Everybody is really familiar with Facebook and Twitter. I want you to find something that you might not be as familiar with to get in and interact with some new people. And so after you complete your time that you're checking this out, and I want you to be more than just an observer here or a lurker. You need to actually get in and do some interacting. So interact with people, chat with them, network, friend, depending on what the environment is. Go ahead and do that. And then when you're finished, just jot down some notes and kind of write up what I refer to as a case report of your experience. And think about the perceived anonymity that you have, because you don't necessarily need to share your real name or your real persona out on the internet, and what your reactions and thoughts are related to that. And when you're participating, I want you to think about the internet-based dangers and crimes, some of which we are going to be talking about over the next few weeks. Cyberbullying, online predators, various sorts of dangerous or illegal activities, how you think they could lead to things like internet addictions, this sort of thing as you are participating as well. Okay, so once you've gone in, here's the whole list of the environment that you can check out. Some of these are just simply suggestions of areas you can explore, and then share your experience. And this is going to be the online presentation part. I want you to critically reflect on your experience and express your opinions and your reactions in this presentation. So your video presentation will be talking about the time that you spent in the environment, and I have some speaking points below that will help you. So here it is, and we're going to be creating your video. So I want you to go ahead and describe your environment, first of all, and why you chose it, so we all get a little bit of an overview. Describe how you participated. What did you do as far as interacting? Did you make posts? Was it a live chat? I mean, what did you do? Then evaluate it. I've created a link to the article called The Functional Building Blocks of Social Media, and I'm just going to click over to that right now and pull this up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there it is. There is this particular graphic, and I'm going to see if I can zoom up. We're really going to be paying attention to this element, which is called the honeycomb of social media. And it revolves around identity, which you can see, and it's the extent to which users reveal themselves. So I want you to kind of address in your presentation the ideas of presence, relationships, reputation, groups, conversations, and sharing. And so please read through the article to get a better idea of how to address these. Okay, so that's the second part. And then address both the potential negative and positive aspects of the environment. So while I'm having you think about some of the dangers, I don't want you to focus exclusively on that. If there are positive aspects of this environment, please address those as well. And then reflect as an overall on any particular impressions that you may have as far as your reaction, especially if this was the first time that you've been there. And even if you've been to this particular environment before, what are your reactions now that you're looking at it under a different lens? Okay? And then the other part about this is I don't want just a talking head in this presentation. I want you to include some presentation slides. You can use PowerPoint, Prezi, Keynote, Google presentation. That I don't really care, but just like you would do a presentation in a face-to-face class, I want you to create a few slides. The whole thing doesn't have to be slides. And in those slides, some of the suggestions that I have is do some screenshots, do a screen capture of the environment that you chose to be in. Include maybe an avatar or a profile picture if you're required to include one. And then, especially when going through that honeycomb of social media, it might be a good thing to use an actual, like say, PowerPoint or something of that sort to go through those bullet points and have your reactions. As an overall, I want this presentation to be about 3 to 4 minutes. So try to just give us the highlights and be very succinct. And then you can save, upload, and submit. And as far as what you're recording with, you can record using Google Hangouts on Air, which you used for the introduction, so you should be familiar with that, but you might have the opportunity to test out the screen sharing options if you didn't do that in your introduction. QuickTime, if you have a Mac, it comes pre-installed. If you have a PC, a Windows PC, you need to download it. I have a link. But that'll allow you to do voiceover with a screen presentation. We won't actually see your face in any part of it. And Jing is very much the same way. You can do a voiceover and you can share. That is also a free download. And then Camtasia Relay is free to staff, faculty, and students here at the University of Minnesota. And that one is what I'm using for this particular presentation, where you can include your face as well as the presentation and walk us through it. And there are several tutorials out on the University of Minnesota's website, how to get it. And like I say, it's free if you use your University of Minnesota login. And those are some of the options that are available to you. So please, if you have any questions, please let me know, or any troubles as we move along, and I will be glad to help. I hope everything goes awesome. Thanks.